I love coming to the Hemel-en-Aarde Valley. There are many reasons for doing so. The Pinot Noir is just world class, the Chardonnay is not too far behind. It's just a gorgeous part of the world. But I also love coming here and to this particular estate because of the food. Now, Creation's made a name for all manner of wines. Their art of Chardonnay and their art of Pinot Noir. They'll cost you a little bit, but they're worth every cent of it. And there's some of the other wines that I'm a huge fan of, their Reserve Merlot in particular. But it's when you sit down and pair the food and wine that you really find out what Creation is all about. And JC and Caroline, who put the place together with an incredible team, give you what I think is one of the finer food and wine destination experiences in the country. And that's what I'm doing here. And if you look at this plate, now this might look like one of those Woolworths goat's cheeses that's gone slightly off. In fact, it's anything but. In there is some sole, it's crumbed with some herb and some chips, and this is actually Creation's fish and chips. Now, it's not made because the chefs had a bit too much to drink. This is their very postmodern take on a rather classic dish. So you've got a little bit of mushy pea down the side there, you've got some chives, you've got a bit of mayonnaise, and then the sole in there, and it's accompanied by this. It's the Sauvignon Blanc Semillon, and it's a blend I love when I am eating food because the Sauvignon Blanc just gets a little bit more depth and a bit more character with the Semillon applied to it. It's nice and cold, it's not too cold, so we're not losing all the expression, but the wine, just in its own right, is fantastic. And a lovely, lovely temperature. That Semillon just comes together beautifully, but it's how it pairs with the food that is particularly important. So it certainly doesn't look like fish and chips I've ever had before, but having had food at Creation in the past, which has been very different to what I was expecting, I know that I've got something to look forward to. So lightly crumbed on the outside, fish and chips done as only Creation can. And that's lovely. Sole is a fish I'm a big fan of anyway. Throw in the herbs and that little bit of crust. It's the healthy fish and chips version, I suppose, because the carbohydrates are not so heavy. In fact, this is probably the one fish and chip dish that Professor Tim Noakes would happily eat. And I'm sure he'd approve of the wine as well. So trying it in the aftermath of the mouthful of food, and that just washes it down delightfully. So a plate of something just a little different. Order the fish and chips. Be warned, you're not going to get what you expect, but you will get something you really enjoy. And if you throw in the Sauvignon Semillon, it's going to make for a really